Salut, welcome everyone to SPF24-Vancouver, presented by Real Green and Creative BC. Thank you for joining us for the 9th Annual Sustainable Production Forum. I'm Melanie Windle, Executive Director of the Sustainable Entertainment Society, and it's wonderful to be here today at the historical Roundhouse Community Arts and Recreation Center. Today we explore arts and science, sustainability and decarbonization, connection, and most importantly, hope. Before we begin, allow me to humbly acknowledge that we are on the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territories of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh nations. We're privileged to live, work, and gather here, and as allies in the fight against climate change, we honor the Indigenous peoples who have safeguarded this land for generations. We have an incredible lineup today, and I'd like to thank our lead partners, Real Green and Creative BC, Green Spark Group, woohoo! Yes. Telefilm Canada, CBC Radio Canada, Ontario Green Screen, and the Directors Guild of Canada National. So, the Sustainable Entertainment Society turned 1 year old in March of this year. And we've reached some new milestones that we are proud to share with you today. So firstly, I'm pleased to announce the first members of the Sustainable Entertainment Society's inaugural advisory board. And I would like to take a moment to express my gratitude and extend a warm welcome to Mark Rabin, founder and board member, Portable Electric, Catherine Warren, president, Fan Trust, Michelle Van Buscombe, President and CEO, Knowledge Network, and Karen Stewart, Sustainability Consultant, ADG 800. Their collective expertise and leadership will be invaluable in guiding and supporting our organization's growth. You'll be hearing from Mark and Catherine later today during the afternoon program. Also, the Sustainable Production Forum has partnered with Bullfrog Power to choose renewable energy for the SPF conference since 2023. And this means that Bullfrog Power's generators put 100% clean, pollution-free electricity onto the grid to match the amount of conventional power used at our conferences. But we are growing this partnership and taking it a couple steps further. So here's how. Step 1, specialty pricing. We are excited to announce a new specialty pricing discount for the film industry that will be available to all conference attendees. A QR code will be sent to you and is available on signage throughout the space. So that's a new discount that we've created with them. Step 2, channel partnership. So the SES is a new channel partner, one of the first organizations to partner in this way with Bullfrog Power. And purchases through our platform on the SES website will directly contribute ongoing financial support for the Society's activities and programs. The support and enthusiasm from our partners, speakers, experts, and industry keeps our momentum flowing. And now, let us begin with a traditional welcome from Dr. Twaitstanot Cease Wyss, artist, ethnobotanist, cultural consultant, Raven and Hummingbird Tea Co. Please welcome.
Hatsquile eich tanoyap, Twaitstanot quian quenshaman, Cease quian sna, on hath and squallowin, on wanoxton squallowin teetsits. Welcome everybody. You're actually in the ancestral lands, as you heard, of the Tsleil-Waututh people, the Huamatquiam and the Squamish Oath. I am Squamish and Stalo. My language is the Squamish Snatchum, so that's what I was greeting you in. And it's my daughter who is my language teacher. We lost our language with residential school and colonialism. And it's young people that are bringing us back to our language and our culture. And that just connects so many elements of our people and our culture in the best of ways. I'm going to actually stand out here to do a welcome because it's really uncomfortable back here behind this podium, but I wanted to share that I'm going to sing a song that's actually a song that I originally thought was a Squamish song and then found out it was actually our neighbor's song, but it came over the mountain 200 years ago, so it became part of our people's community. But that song came from a matriarch from the St'át'imc people, and she became the wife of one of the chiefs, and and so our people have always lived together, and today my daughter is actually has a partner from that nation. So it just shows this thousands of years of our communities being very connected, our bloodlines being connected, and our land use also being very connected. So the song I learned when we helped to save one of 2 rainforests. So we have, the Squamish people have saved 2 rainforests. You're welcome. Important. And this song comes from the work we did with Utsam, which is to witness, and that all came from the Roundhouse Community Center. They created a tiny artist residency that resulted in 13 years of activism with the arts and culture and bringing Indigenous people, feminists, and environmentalists together instead of working against each other. So it was a really positive triangle that resulted in saving a rainforest. And so this song we call the Tum Tum Slolum, and Tum Tum could mean winter. In this case, it means the snowbird. So sorry, Anne Murray, but our song's older, and it's pretty good. It's also a big hit. And it's a song that I'm only going to sing the short version of, I'll tell you, because this song can go on for days, and I'm not going to keep you here just in the song for the rest of the week. Anyway, I just wanted to share what that song is about, and that I, through my work on the land with the Wild Bird Trust, my daughter helped them find the names of different birds, and we discovered that the tum-tum is actually the Pacific wren that winters here. So anyway, it's really wonderful to know who that little bird is and that it's inspired this beautiful song. OCM Haichka. Anhath, which means my heart feels lifted. Thank you, and please enjoy your time at this conference. And I'm very inspired by the work that's being done in the industry. If we're going to keep going green and greener, that's better. So Haichka, Anhath, Osiam.
Haichka, thank you. Twitztanat Dr. Wyss. Now, it is my distinct pleasure to invite the talented multi-hyphenate director, writer, actor who is prepping her feature Holy Days, and I can't believe how lucky we are that she found time to join us today to host our event. So please help me give a warm welcome to the fabulous Nat Boltt.
Hello, everyone. So wonderful to be here. I'm very, very excited to be amongst such passionate advocates. And you might be wondering why I'm here. Well, I was invited and probably very lucky, and there may not have been anybody else. But I do feel strongly about many of the topics here. As an actor, I've called myself an activist. Because I've always tried to shed light on environmental issues, animal rights, human rights, indigenous rights, wherever I can. And I've traveled all over the world doing that. And I found myself in Borneo, where I was fighting the devastating palm oil industry. And someone said to me, you know, if you want to fight deforestation, you could just do that in Canada. You don't have to be all the way in Borneo. So fair point. I came to Canada and started fighting for old growth forests here. And somebody else said, hey, if you want to take up an industry, why don't you go against your own industry, or at least question your own industry, which is one of the most wasteful on the planet. Also, fair point. So I got into that. A study in 2020 by the Sustainable Entertainment Alliance revealed that a major Hollywood production can emit upwards of 2,840 metric tons of CO2 in one sitting. That's the equivalent of 300 American households in a year. Canada is no better. I personally, as an actor and director, have witnessed it. I've been the single person driven around in a huge 12-seater town car that's gasoline-powered. I've seen sets and props bulldozed and pushed into landfills. I've witnessed all the food thrown away in plastic bags and all the single-use plastics just everywhere, especially during COVID and after. But there is some improvement. We do, for instance, have a digital production now and paperless production, which has made a huge difference, much more recycling, etc. But there is lots that we can still do. So I have joined the DGC BC Sustainability Committee, and we're working on getting the message across that, yes, it's great to be cool and do the right thing and help the planet, but it also helps your budget. And also, one of the big points of discussion is the productions that come here. If you come to these fine lands and you take advantage of the amazing crews and the tax credits and all the benefits you get from coming to Canada and doing your movie magic here, then shouldn't you leave the place in the same state that you found it, or better? I mean, if you come to a party at my house, I expect you to at least pack the dishwasher rather than drive your car through the front door. Just a little reference to the bear for any of you who watch content rather than just make it. So the good news is that we are all in the right place. Canada is actually one of the world leaders in sustainable production in the entertainment industry. And the Sustainable Production Forum is the world's leading event in greening the screen. So you are in the right place. And I'm very excited to hand you over now to the most brilliant speakers, innovators, thought leaders, their tech and their movement forward towards a greener screen and a sustainable production environment. So I would like to introduce our partners who made the whole thing possible. We have Zena Harris, the founder and president of GreenSpark Group, Marie-Eve Mainville, the Vice President of Sustainability, Talent and Culture, and Prem Gill, CEO, Creative BC. If we can give them a warm round of applause. Thanks.
All right. Welcome to SPF. It's really great to be back in Vancouver. Yay, the birthplace of the SPF. Thank you. First, I want to thank the SPF team, the folks behind the SPF and the leadership of Melanie, Windle. She is tenacious, she is caring, and she has a deep passion for sustainability and entertainment, and we're so happy that she is leading the charge. And without a dedicated team, events like this just aren't possible. Productions like this are not possible. So thank you to the team behind SPF and all that you do. To me, it feels like we're on the cusp as an industry of something really big, something really meaningful in the world of entertainment. There's a palpable sense of awareness. There's a focus on sustainability, both behind the scenes and on the screen. And many more people are dedicated and devoted to the solutions. So with more awareness comes more responsibility. It's no longer the case that we start production and not have something to say about sustainable practices. Those productions that do not prioritize sustainable practices are becoming more of the exception because crew are more aware and invested, and those above the line are stepping into their sustainable leadership. And because we have many more examples highlighted by broadcasters, studios, streamers, and industry organizations, it's now more commonplace to talk about sustainable production behind the scenes and climate storytelling, which is on screen. There are social and behavioral scientists studying the effects of climate storytelling and demonstrating that, yes, entertainment influences culture, as if we didn't know that. But yes, there's some data behind that now. The massive influence behind the scenes and on screen shows us that flying under the radar is no longer something that happens in entertainment. Our voices are becoming more loud, more proud, and inspiring a culture shift. And the work of sustainability would not be possible without a focus on problem solving and solutions. So your presence here today contributes to the learning and the practice that we must all continue to demonstrate as our industry evolves. We must give ourselves permission to move forward sustainably in entertainment. There are norms to shift, kindness to spread, and emissions to reduce. There are solutions to find and people to inspire. This is all good work, and now is a good time. Not tomorrow, not on the next production, but now, in your everyday life, what you're doing now. So let's all lean in. The SPF has been bringing people together in entertainment for 9 years. So we may learn from each other and gain confidence to implement sustainable practices in our work. We have an awesome responsibility to leave a positive mark on the people who work hard in entertainment and the planet that makes it all possible for us to live, thrive, and make wonderful shows. So let's all rise to the occasion. Thank you all for being here. Have a wonderful day.
Good morning, bonjour à tous et à toutes. I'm Marie-Ève Mainville, Vice President of Sustainability, Talent and Culture at Telefilm Canada. I'm happy to be in Vancouver for SPF. It's the conference in Canada on sustainability for our industry. It's a place that supports knowledge sharing and efforts on ways to reduce our impact and ensure that we do it so inclusively. Telefilm has been a proud signature partner at SPF since 2021. The agenda expands the range of discussion of the challenges we face, and we all benefit from the opportunity to listen and learn from one another. Thank you, Melanie, and the entire SPF team for all the work that you do. At Telefilm, our Sustainability Action Plan covers all facets and how and where we do business. Here they are. As a responsible investor in your stories, as a promoter of Canadian and Indigenous cinema, as a financial administrator, and lastly, as an employer. Telefilm's goal is to bring Canadian creativity to audiences and to do so responsibly for a healthy and competitive future. We released phase 2 of our Sustainability Action Plan earlier this year. It's shaped by 3 pillars. The first, knowledge sharing for capacity building. This fiscal, we conducted training session for our Talent to Watch creators, and experts made the presentation to Telefilm staff to help increase awareness and engagement. The second pillar, benchmarking and reporting, which speaks to accountability. We now ask all successful production to submit a sustainability plan, and for bigger budget film, they must also submit carbon report. As a reminder, last fall, we published our proxy case study on carbon footprint of Canada's audiovisual sector. It's available on our website. The third pillar, collaboration and building partnership. Sustainable success depends on collaboration, and that's why we are here today. Over the last 2 years, we've supported research and initiatives with our partners that helps address gaps in understanding. We are grateful for these partnerships that include En Tournant Vert, the Rolling Green program, CBC with initiatives like Seeds of Change, and the CMPA for connecting us to the Sustainable Animation case study. Lastly, earlier this year, Telefilm created a permanent ESG sustainability department, which I'm really excited to lead. My dedicated team will advance the work on sustainability, both within the organization and externally with you, our partners. This department speaks to Telefilm's commitment. Later this afternoon, we are conducting a workshop on greening your productions, where my Telefilm colleagues, Lauren Davis and Deb Patz, will present practical tools to plan and budget your sustainable production. We look forward to seeing you there. So enjoy your day. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup.
Hi, everybody. Wonderful to see you, and thanks so much for having me join you this morning. I'm honored to speak to you today from the unceded territory of the Coast Salish peoples, including the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh nations. Thank you, Cease, for a beautiful welcome. And congratulations to the Sustainable Production Forum team for once again assembling an impressive lineup of events and presenters. Through our Domestic Industries Initiatives program, we're proud to have been here, I think, every single year. And congratulations to Melanie and Zena and the whole team. It really is quite something, and to all of you who keep showing up. As the home of the industry's Real Green Initiative, Creative BC is extremely proud of its affiliation with the SPF's evolution and of the many contributing initiatives and people driving the charge to move clean energy, find ways to pursue net zero emissions, and build a circular economy through collaboration and commitment. We're thrilled that Catherine Pavoni, yay Catherine, has returned to Creative BC to champion Real Green Creative Pathways as our Deputy Director of the BC Film Commission. She'll be speaking a little later on the Building Foundations panel about sustainability for studio spaces. And one of our newest team members, Justin Barnes. Where's Justin? Justin is our lead Real Green and will join SPF for the first time as part of the Collective Impact panel. Justin brings hands-on production experience in locations for the last 10 years, and prior to that, his previous roles in government and graduate training at UBC will sharpen the initiative into results-based outcomes. Justin's fresh perspective will help reinvigorate the Real Green program and its partnerships. And thank you to our many partners. It really is truly a partnership and collaboration with our team at the Film Commission. And Noah Rogers, Real Green Sustainable Production Training Course Lead, will bring deep experience and practical insight on how to structure your budget, highlight sustainable initiatives, and showcase green producing ingenuity. Real Green is refocusing on partnerships, including the new Sustainable Top-Up Funding Program with the Indigenous Screen Office, and other local and national partnerships that will take the work of Real Green to the next level. It's inspiring to see so many creative minds coming together and to address one of the most urgent challenges of our time, as we all know, sustainability. As filmmakers, this industry has a unique opportunity not just to tell stories that move and inspire, but to lead by example in how we make those stories come to life. The film industry, with its global reach, has the power to influence change. But we also know that film production, as we've heard earlier, like many industries, leaves a large carbon footprint from energy use on set to transportation and materials and waste. And we all know that's why we're here today. This forum is about more than just discussing challenges. It's about discovering solutions, sharing best practices, and committing to tangible change. Many productions have already started to adopt greener practices. We all know this from renewable energy. You're going to meet so many of these people minimizing plastics to sourcing local and sustainable materials. These steps are promising, but there's still much more to do. And at SPF, we're excited that everyone here will be exploring strategies that can be integrated into every stage of production. We'll hear from filmmakers and sustainability experts who are pioneering greener practices in their own work. Our goal is to make environmentally conscious filmmaking the norm, not the exception. So it's crucial that we remember sustainability is not a limitation on creativity, nor something on the side. In fact, it's an opportunity to innovate and to integrate and find ways to tell stories that not only entertain, but practical ways we can respect the world around us. So let's leave the Sustainability Production Forum today with new insights, new ideas, and a renewed sense of responsibility. Together, we can help shape an industry that honors both the stories we tell and the planet we live on. So thank you for being part of this, and have a fantastic day.